Nietzsche.
Nietzsche.
Remember the philosopher, German philosopher named Nietzsche?
Yeah.
Nietzsche, yes.
So philosophical.
Thank you.
Today we're in Bangkok, Thailand, speaking with female millennial entrepreneur Negie Zin. I want to know about your journey pre-entrepreneur to entrepreneur. What was that like, your personal story?
A little bit of my background. I was born and raised in Burma, and our family migrated to the States and around when I was right after my high school. Started the college there. Actually, went through the entire undergrad, full-time student, and then I went straight into corporate America as a financial analyst for 4 years. And then on the fourth year, I actually acquired a lot of skills and working as a corporate America, and those skills are becoming from a college student to businesswoman, sales, financial, everything. So, and then I actually always wanted to start my own business. So I actually decided to quit my corporate job and then went into finance and real estate, more in terms of insurance broker. So I did it for 2 years, and then I went to. Always wanted to travel the world, so I did the World Traveler Ventures, and went to my master while I was doing that for 3 years, and then went back to corporate America for a year and a half, and now I started my own business.
So finance analyst to masters to traveling the world to going back. When you went back to corporate, did you also do finance, or was it different?
It was a different. I was an e-commerce director. Started out as a managerial role, and went into director role in about less than a year.
Wow.
Yeah, so
well, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Quite a journey.
Yeah, and you
Yes.
managed to accomplish quite a bit.
In a short time, yes.
Yeah, so you've done finance, you've done real estate,
Yes.
e-commerce,
Insurance broker.
insurance. So
Yes.
you've touched on a lot of different industries.
Yes.
So how did you decide on all of a sudden now becoming your own boss and becoming an entrepreneur? What was that sort of actually point before you jumped and became your own boss, starting your own business?
Even from the like early on stage, I would say in college, I always wanted to work for myself. Two things that really motivated me was flexibility of schedule and financial security that we always wanted, right? But I didn't have experience or knowledge to go full on or nor family support. What I meant by family support is I don't have a trust fund, dad that will, could actually start a corporation or anything. So these are the necessary skills that I actually picked up along the ways. And always, that itching desire that wanted to be very independent of my own. So before getting into where I'm at, I have to, even though they seems like, all like different fields, I would say that it's very interrelated.
How so?
It's all like business is always the back of the bone, and if you wanted to learn, you can learn at not just a managerial level, entry level as well. Acquiring interpersonal skills, which is very transferable to any field. Yes.
Yes. Absolutely. So what is one or two of the skills that you learned that has really served you well in all your different jobs?
Okay, in terms of service skills, like interpersonal skills, working with different type of people from all walks of life, and also analytical skill, like technical skills that every job's required. Able to analyze a report or pretty much overall picture. Yeah, so in a way, microscopic versus macroscopic view. That's what I learned through the corporate America as well. So it's not really a wasted. This is the necessary skills that I need to
Yeah,
before.
I completely agree that when you have a corporate background, you have a good framework to use to see the world and to approach business. So I definitely agree with you on that.
Yes.
So what is your business right now?
For business development, what I do is I actually represent foreign investment and bring it back to what is the country known used to be Burma. Now it's known as Myanmar. So different sectors, I could call myself a business consultant, a liaison, or corporate ambassador. There's different names for it. So I do work closely with the private investment and also with government as well. So.
And so you're helping bring more business to Myanmar and also helping other businesses outside produce business. So
yes, connecting businesses.
That sounds fantastic.
Thank you.
That sounds really great. So in doing all of this and starting your business, do you feel that you're doing what you love and living the life you want to live?
Actually, yes. Definitely so. And from a different vintage point of view, I actually end up working a lot more hours, working for myself than when I used to have a typical 9 to 5 job. But the motivation is that much more, you know. So.
And what is your motivation?
It's just the ownership, being independent, you know, and there's endless possibility and creativity. And those are like basic motivation.
I can see how you can like creativity.
I
just
do.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, right?
Just a little bit. So in all of this, I mean, you really have a beautiful, well-rounded story about you. Are there any fears and discomforts that you have faced? And if so, can you share maybe one or two and how you've dealt with them?
Yes. Actually, success is only, I guess, relative, and failure is also, depends on different interpretation, right? Because success compared to who? This is always a question. So I've been confronted with fears, failures at every level. Doesn't matter entry level, mid management, independent or not. Fear is something that you have to overcome within yourself and trust the process that you will get there eventually.
And how do you do that?
Well, I rather face my fear and get confronted than always that in the back of my mind. Should I, would I, and live my life not knowing what would that take me. So you have to come with your own terms that, hey, you know what? Even if the failure confronted me, I'm willing to embrace it. So if you are, that much of a brave and convinced, you can do anything, and everything is possible.
I love that. Just a go-getter. Let's look at it and figure it out.
Yes.
And I love what you're saying about embracing fear versus pushing it away or being scared of fear itself.
Very true.
What are there any particular things that you do? Maybe journal or sit down and have a conversation with yourself. When you have a fear, how do you deal with it?
I always have this. I think we all do that internal dialogue. But a lot of people, when that dialogue starts setting in, they like to either tune it out or have other distractions to not face their own reality. The reality is not what other people see; it's your own that you created, right? So for me, when those moments, I too, human beings, I don't like to face my own fear. I like to hear good stuff and not the bad, but that's part of the reality. And the reality is such that, we all have talents and skills, and we have our, things that we need to work, shortcomings. And so concentrating and be real with yourself on your shortcomings, you can improve a lot. It's an incremental step. So
step by step, baby steps. Yeah, absolutely.
And back to the failure, I don't really view a failure as a failure, because if you be honest with yourself, first and foremost, you can always learn from your failure. which is the contributors to your success in the future.
Yeah,
Yes.
I definitely
So
tie what typically is defined as failure as a step towards success.
very true.
Depending on how you take it, I guess. Like you said, I really liked what you said, that reality is what we tell ourselves it is.
True.
So I love that.
Yeah.
So with your business, how do you plan to change the world? How do you plan to make it a better place?
What I'm concentrating right now is I'm trying to work, business development, and eventually, when you're at a certain stage in life, you have that tremendous responsibility, and decisions that you make at every level. So with that, let's say Burma in particular, let's talk about it. There's a lot of it's a developing country, and we just opened to the world market right now. So there's a lot of areas that need to change and concentrate. So those are the things that I see on a daily basis, and hopefully that I could implement some of the skills I have with the business that I'm developing. Eventually, we become that global society where every human benefit is recognized and everybody has the same opportunities. So
I really like that. I mean, starting to change the world with your home country
yes,
that has so many opportunity for growth.
very true, very true.
So that's beautiful.
I'm glad to be in that part of the time where it's opening up and hopefully get to make the history.